Okay, so before the last live recording, I was talking about the menu bar. Showed you guys how I came up with it. Instead of just getting an icon from another source, I created it myself with a pencil. Showed you guys how I duplicated it. So I'll just drag it like this. I'll just drag it to this frame. We have our grid on to ensure proper alignment like this. So we're going to make sure it's aligned on this end as well. Okay, so leaderboard is a text. So we just type it. Okay, we do not want pure black, so go to our color palette, which is something we've previously used. We're working with Montserrat, so we change our font type. I I do not remember if I've showed you guys how to change fonts. Okay, this is the text we've written. It's of default font Roboto. Roboto is the default font for anything you type, so you cannot change the font if you do not like it. I can click on this drop down and have a list of fonts I can choose from, like this. But I do not have time to search through all these fonts when I know exactly what I'm looking for. So what I do is type it. Since I'm using Montserrat, I got Montserrat like this. Okay. For fonts can have different weights. Fonts can be regular weights, light, extra light. I'll show you guys how this looks. Now it looks lighter, extra light. Now it looks pretty light. Then thing. Now when you want to have really light text. Okay, let's get to the bigger parts. This is regular format for whatever you type in the medium. Makes it thicker, semi bold, bold, extra bold, black. Okay, this is just the different font weights font can have. It can be thin italic, can be extra light italic, can be light italic. This is the same as this, but with italic. You can have black italic as well, but that's not what we're looking for, right? This other guy is bold. The legislated bold. Click on this drop down, bold. We want to have exactly the same color, so we can click on this, copy the color hex. There are really various ways to go about this. You can click on the slider board, copy the color hex like Ctrl C. Okay. Then click on our leaderboard, fill it, Ctrl V. The color we've copied from the hashtag, so we have the same. Okay, so the font size is 12 on this frame, and the font size on this frame is 18. So let's make it 18 because we're trying to do exactly the same thing. We're trying to achieve exactly the same thing. So we have our leaderboard font size 18. Okay, look at this. This can be an icon. This stands for pencil, but I drew it with a pencil. So to show you guys further how the pencil works, I was trying to draw with pencil instead of just getting icons the regular way. You know. Okay, this is for cancel. I want to have the same color. Okay, that's the same color. But this guy looks like he's an in proportion, so we can't put it into place by editing it. These lines means they're aligned. So I think now we have them in proportion. And this guy has a stroke of 1 and this a stroke of 2. So let us increase the stroke. We've shown you guys how to go about stroke. Since it's a vector, vectors use stroke. Vectors use lines. Vectors don't have field. You cannot fill a vector with color. A vector can only have a stroke. So we come here, we don't change the color, we just increase it to 2, like this. And then we won't have the same size too. The size is 14 by 14, and then this dashboard will have 10 by 10. So we can just come here and increase it like this. I hope you guys see what I'm doing. Increase it like this. Yeah, so the line. You can see now they look the same, they look not different from each other because I made them stay in proportion. So this guy, look closely. Look real closely. This is an image. We know how to import an image. This is a name, a text, This is a trophy. This is basically an icon. This is another text and then a rectangle with a drop shadow. That's where effects come in. So you guys get to see how effects work and all that. Okay. So I don't want to duplicate this. I want to do it from scratch. I'll just draw a rectangle from my rectangle tool. Draw a rectangle. Okay. Just draw a rectangle. Um, we want to have the same width and height. We are trying to do exactly the same thing. So check the width and height of our rectangle. We have a width of 378 and a height of 88. So we can just come here, type width 378. They're almost the same width already. And then 88 height. So we have exactly the same width and height now. So let's turn off this grid so we can see what we're doing. Right. Okay. So I want to have the same white color. We know how to change colors. Click on what you're trying to change. Click on your field, provided it's not a regular vector that uses stroke. Regular vectors that use stroke just go to stroke, change the color. But now we have a rectangle, one field inside with another color, and that is white. We can either click a white from here or click on the eyedropper tool that takes us to this canvas. So we click here and it still gives us white. But you see the white is not visible enough. The white is not visible enough. And we want to have something really visible, something anyone can see. Okay, let me duplicate this. A minute, guys. Yeah, I know you guys know how to duplicate. I just duplicated that. Oh, okay, okay. Let's not get distracted. How many rectangles do we have? Okay, two, three, four. So how we're gonna achieve all these rectangles is by doing one. As we can see, they are all exactly the same thing. So when we design one, we duplicate. We duplicate to as many as possible. So let's go ahead and design one. We have an image here. Normally, before I import image, I create rectangles for it. It is not the must, okay? It's just something I do, and you can do it too if you want. You can create a rectangle, but if you do not want to create a rectangle, you can just place the image and then start resizing, and that takes a whole lot of time. Yes, it does, because when you have a very really high resolution image, of about 4,000, 5,000, you start dragging, start trying to skew it. It takes time. Like, it reduces productivity because you can use that time to do something that fits you. So I have this. Um, I'll just go ahead and import my image. Remember how to import image? You can import it from here. You can also do that from here, and you can also use the shortcut. Sorry, you can also use the shortcut Control Shift K, which is what I always use. We can always drag onto the canvas. Okay, let me find an image. Befitting image. Okay, let's use this. So when you try to import your image, you have to wait. You don't just click outside. Okay, when you click outside like this, now you see what I'm talking about. The whole image covers the whole canvas because it's high resolution. Okay, it's high resolution and it might delay your work because you start dragging like this, try and make it fit in and all that. But to make it easier for ourselves, this is what we do. Bring in the image. Okay, let's come down to this, guys. Let me zoom in so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, bring it to the box you created. Okay, and this box I created, before you place it, you have to make sure there's a blue stroke around it. When there is no blue stroke, it doesn't fit in. So when we place it like this, it fits in exactly, and we don't have to resize or skew or you know what I mean. So now we have an image that fits. But when we look at the sky, we'll see that there is a what's it called again? Border radius, corner radius around it. Okay, it's not exactly squared, so I won't have that too, right? Okay, I can either drag it from this box that appears here. I can either look at me. Let's change the corner radius. I can either change it from this box that appears here like this. No. Or I can change it from here. I can just increase it by holding my arrow keys. Reduce it by holding my arrow keys. Or I can just type in a value. I want to use 10. Okay, we'll have 10. And I can reduce and increase it like this too. There are so many ways to go about this. So this is one of the ways. Let me check what I used here. I used 11. So let us use 11. Just increase it to 11. Okay. But this seems a little bigger. What size do we have? What width and height? Width and height is 50, 50. So let's have 50, 50, 50. And on to the next. 50. Now it looks exactly like what we have here and size. So yes, Yoma, let's have the text too. Let's have the text. Typing it. Okay. It looks a little big. What is the font size of Yoma 12? Let's make it 12. So what is the text color? Normally before I start any design, I predefine my colors. Okay, I create my color palette and from there I can just convert them to styles, to local styles on my Figma. I'll show you guys how to do that later. To convert to local styles so you can easily walk around the colors without having to check what's my color and all that. But for now, let's do this. We have 4F. Our hexadecimal value is 4F. So let's have 4F here. The second guy is a text. It's another color with some color we have here. I forgot to mention too. We can keep the whole guy the whole four edges, the corner edges. We can decide to give only two. One can have square like this. We don't want this. Okay. So I just go to this guy and 0 it. So there is no corner ridges on this end. Can do the same for these guys. 0 it, but there's no corner ridges for this end. Okay, I just noticed it. I do not know how it changed. As you've understood something, you can make a corner radius. Make a corner radius to get this corner only on both ends, not on the four ends. Okay, we have this text. We're supposed to have our shadow first. Okay, let me show you guys how to work around shadows, then we can finish up the text. That's alright. Okay, so click on effects. Default is drop shadow. Okay, I selected the rectangle, click on effects. It has default setting of blur 4. These are the values. You can get to control the blur on the XY axis using the values. And this is where you change the color. And this is where you reduce the opacity of the color. Let's say we have pure black. Okay, now you see how pure black looks. That's why we have a reduced opacity of 25, which is default. But even at 25 is the default, it still looks a little too dark. So designers we tweak it to look really better and visually okay. So let me check what we have for this guy. We're going to do exactly the same thing so we don't vary. Or if you guys would prefer, let's play around with it and see what works. Okay. The blower basically spreads the effect. Okay, it correct the effect. When you reduce the blur to zero, it just comes down to the y, because the y-axis has a value of 4. This is the y-axis, this is the x-axis. When we increase the values on the x-axis, it goes to the x-axis like this. So we don't really do that. So just use the blur to spread it onto the y and the x-axis. Sorry guys. Go back to our effects. Just use blur like this. Like you guys do your basic mathematics, I want to assume, okay? Because from this end, I zero it again. Okay. So because from this end we have a y-axis, and from this end we have a minus y-axis. So when I take a value to -4, it runs down to the other end. Like in a drawing graph in a mathematics course, that's what we learned. So the same goes for x. When I do -9, okay, it takes me down to the other end. But don't really do that. It's all about you, the designer. So just use it very little. Then we have this 3, and then I can blow it to make it go round. But we can see it's really too dark, and this is wrong use of shadow. We don't want to make our design look ugly and ill designed. Okay, we don't want to look like absolute beginners. So let us change it to something lighter. Let's change it to something like that. I think this works. Yeah, it does. This works. So we have one on the x-axis and one on the y-axis. We can decide to have two on the x-axis, on the y-axis two, and -1. But this is how it looks, as you can see. I told you guys already how it works. So this works, right? Okay, so we have the text second position. Let's type it. Second position. Figma is really simple when you get to understand it. We're using the text size, but let's see. This is 9. Let's make ours 9 as well. Okay, so we have it. One is called right. Let's see the hex code. It should be somewhere. Yes, okay. So we can just come here and select it because it's an already predefined colors. This document colors says your already predefined colors, okay? And these are colors that you get to create. These are personal colors, Oma colors. Okay, so I'm Oma, and some time ago, I love to use document colors. How does document colors come up? Document colors, I did a lot of designs on this page 4041. So these document colors are basically the colors I've used all through my design so far, or through my design on this page. So it documents the colors for you. I hope you get that now. Okay, so we have second position. Text weight is medium. Text weight here is medium too. Okay, we have Tessie on my second position. I told you guys to use ruler for alignment. Let's check. Let's zoom in and see if they're aligned. Okay, they're aligned. So that's pretty fine now. So we have our icon. Okay, this is a trophy. You can hop onto flaticon.com. Flat icon, like FLATICON.com. Okay, that is where I got this icon from. You can see a lot of trophy icons there. It doesn't have to be this one. There are a lot of others, like this one. Okay, this one, and it comes in SVG format. Depending on what you downloaded as, this is another format I downloaded. You can use any trophy icon that works. Okay, it's in SVG format. I want to believe you know that SVG means scalable vector graphics. Okay, so it's editable, it's scalable. I can do what I want without having it lose quality. So like this, let me scale it down to something sizable, something I can use. Yeah, I do not really want this frame, so I'll ungroup it. So I just have a simple group with having a frame onto it. I want to believe you know how to resize. Okay, look at me now. Look at me. Let me zoom in to show you clearly. To resize, just place your arrow on this end, hold your shift key like this, and your alt key, so we don't lose shape or make it go out of proportion. We want to keep it on track. Let me show you what happens when I don't use shift. This is what happens when I don't use shift or alt. Okay, it skews. It doesn't just work. You have to either hold your shift or just hold shift and alt to work. Okay, this is another trophy I got from flaticon.com. You can get your trophy icon as well, and you can get to do the same thing. So we were resizing, right? I'm holding my shift and alt. I'm trying to resize to something sizable. Okay, this guy is about width and height of 17, so we don't want to have this guy too big. Let's make it 17 as well. Okay, so we have our own trophy. I believe you have your own trophy too if you're doing this alongside me. Okay, so I have a text. You can just have random numbers in there, like it was having numbers with points. Okay, this is a leaderboard, so you just like that. Use points. You can use anything you want, but this rating level for this leaderboard is in points. So we have 12,354 points. We varied our values a little. Let me have this in cups. Doesn't really matter though. Doesn't matter. So we can just leave it the way it is. The size for this guy is 12. Let's have this guy at 12 too. Okay, this works, right? We don't really use pure black. I mean, we know pure black doesn't work. It makes our work look so rough and not nice. But a cleaner design, always try not to use black. I keep saying that to begin with. I keep saying that to people that come to me and say they're doing this and then they end up using pure black. You can never see pure black in my design. It doesn't work. Okay, so we have this. Now, let's do something. Look at this. Look closely at this. And then at this too. Is there any difference? Is there anything you think um that should be added that I didn't add? Now we can see it looks exactly the same, except that we changed our trophy icon, and you can change yours too because there are a lot of trophy icons out there. I don't want to start varying trophy icons. That's not important. Okay, so I guess that's it. Normally, if I click on this guy and try to duplicate, only the rectangle works. We should always try to um group our work for easy navigation so we get to move it around easily without complaining about um scattering the whole stuff and doing something that doesn't work. I want us to group these guys first and just group these guys first so that from there I can check if they're aligned. Distance between this is 16. Distance between the text, like the content, and the rectangle is 16 by 22. So let's work on that. So I'll push it down like the group while they're selected. Push it down 21. It works now 1919. Okay, so I would say they're aligned now. Let's check for the text. I mean, I try to align everything I do. I enable proper alignment because I know and believe alignment is key. Okay, alignment is key. So let's 25. Let's move it down. It's 728. That's close, so we can leave it that way. Okay, so we'll have to group this guy and these guys like this. Control G. I've shown you guys already, so you don't get confused about what I'm doing. Control G. Okay, so I don't want to do it that way. You can just click it from here. Since we have exactly the same, we want to have them like this with varying points. I didn't get the varied points, but normally in a leaderboard, the points vary, names vary, pictures vary. I think I did this in a rush within 1 hour, so I didn't have time to vary these guys. So maybe we can just vary them now. Okay, I told you guys to duplicate. You can hold your alt and drag. There are three ways I know to duplicate. Okay, you can hold your alt and drag like that. You can control D. Now it's duplicated, giving the same spacing. That's why I use control D a lot. Control D again, it duplicates and gives the same spacing, thereby making your work arranged and aligned. Control D again, Control D again, duplicate like that. Control D. Oh, sorry, I mistakenly placed a bookmark on this page. Control D again like that. And another way to duplicate, like the last way, you drag, then hold Alt. It comes back to the original position. Did you understand that? Let me do it again. You drag and then hold Alt like your Alt key. It comes back to the original position. It's just that simple. Like really that simple. Okay, now so we'll have exactly the same thing we have in this page. Doesn't it look nice? Great, great. This works. So when we show everything is aligned, you can just click on all of them. Well, they're aligned because I used the duplicate option. The duplicate option basically helps you get everything aligned. We have 12 here. Distance between the two, 12, 12, 12. Okay. So this guy is a little out of proportion because I used the alt option to drag. So it's now for you to make your choice which option you want to use for your duplications. So we want to align everything. We'll click on this menu here. So everything gets aligned 12. Okay. It's a nice one. But the spacing between these guys is not 12. Let's check. It's actually 21. Actually 21. Oh wow, like a difference is a little much. Okay, but which of these do we prefer? I mean, these guys feel a lot better to me right now. Feels a lot better. We can just okay. Let us duplicate this what's it called again? The frame. Let us duplicate the frame and see if leaving it at 21 looks better than leaving it at 12. How we gonna do that? Just watch. I'm selecting all of it. Remember to select all of it. You click, you hold shift, click, you hold shift. While you're holding shift, you keep clicking. You have all of them selected. To make it 21, I can drag on one point on one node like this. I have 21, there's 23. Okay, that's the 20. But if I don't want to do it like that, okay, let me go back to 12. I can come to this end, drag to 21. Or if I don't want to do it like that, I can just type the value. Okay, we're looking at 21. 21. So that's it. So for a leaderboard, which guy looks better to you? The one with the 21 spacing or the 12? Well, personally, I like the 12 spacing right now. Like, I love it. I love the way everything is just compacted and much spacing. Well, the bots look okay. It's up to you, the designer. So, how did we get this guy? This guy is a variation of this. We can have this or this. So, I was just playing around with it. So, let's get this guy into this canvas. This is basically a rectangle. I mean, I'm looking at it. You do not need to be told it's a rectangle. So what we do is go to our rectangle tool, click rectangle, drag till it fits like this. Okay, drag till it fits. Oh, it's covering our leaderboard in our menu. Not to worry. So how do we take it to the back? How do we take it to the back? I've not mentioned that. So we can right click. That is bring forward. Bring forward brings it forward by one. Okay, bring forward brings it forward by one. Then bring to front brings it forward, like brings it to the front of every other layer. Understand? Right now it's in front of every other layer. Look at the other groups we created. Look at my layer panel. Your eyes on my layer panel. Look at my layer panel. Okay. So it's above, it's in front of all other objects in layer panel. So that's what brings the front doors. And basically when you create a frame, it comes to the front of every layer panel. It's up to you to place it where you want. If I want to place it, I can just bring it down, 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 down like this. And it just goes down, down, down. But that's not what I want. It's not what I want to do. So I can send backward. Send backwards. I can send back by one. When I click on it, watch, look closely what happens to the layer panel. So it goes back by one. Bring forward, it goes up by one. But send to back, it goes down, down to the last part. And you can see our menus are now overlaid on it. Isn't it nice? So that is what I'm talking about. So that's what these guys do. And there's a shortcut for it. Control Shift. What's this guy called? Control Shift this key. Control Shift this key. And check your keyboard. There's a key with curly braces. Should I call it the bracket? Bracket for mathematics or something? What we use in mathematics those days. Okay. So Control Shift it. Then to bring forward Control. Then the key, the bracket key. Control, another bracket key. But to bring it to front, let's do that again. Let's use our shortcut. Control. That's the shortcut. So let's just get the same color we have on the canvas onto it. Okay, now that this guy is here, the colors need to um come out. We need to make the colors obvious. It's not really nice. This is a bad design practice. Having black on a background, a colored background like this, it doesn't work. You should have, as a designer, you should have eyes to see what works and what doesn't. Okay, so look closely, see this works and this doesn't. So let's change the feel and the stroke. But if we do not want to start changing feel, stroke, we can just come to selection colors. The colors involved. Selection colors is basically all the colors involved in whatever you click on, in whatever you select. So we have our selection colors. Okay. Oh, I think I moved this guy. I want to align this guy back in the frame. I didn't show you guys something as an alignment. Align horizontal, align vertical, align centers. I think I'll talk about that in my next videos because I'm going to be doing another video for us to make us fully understand Figma. Okay, so these are just basics. I'll keep the basics coming to get advanced. Hope that's fine. So to make us fully understand Figma, I keep doing real basic videos to do real basic stuff. So we have a leaderboard. I mean, it's simple, no big deal. This is just a page that could come in a mobile app, gaming app, or anything. There are several other things we can do. Let's try to vary a little before I end this video. Let's try to vary a little. What do I mean by vary a little? I want to make this guy a circle instead. Let's just see how it looks. Okay, I have all the circles selected. And just drag them like this. Make me look like a circle. Okay, so guys, now you have to tell me which looks better because I do not know. I think they both work. Yes, they both work. So, I mean, you guys understood how I got it into a circle. I used the corner radius. On XD, it's border radius. I will be doing in XD tutorials. Next, it's called border radius. So, there are a lot of ways to go about it. I've shown us before. So, we have a circle now. I don't know which looks better. You get to tell me. So, I guess that'd be all for the leaderboard. That'd be all for the leaderboard. In my next video, I'm going to be doing a website homepage. Okay, I do not know which homepage exactly, but I know it's not going to be a screen for a mobile app. It's going to be a web version of something. So we have a leaderboard ready. Look closely at it. Look closely. Okay, guys. That's all for now. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.